a 4-color Saheeli Rye kind of toolbox combo list. It's got a lot of ways to kind of grind games out. It's got a lot of mana ramp, um, and it's got a toolbox for the sideboard. It's running one of the cards that I was probably the most excited about. Let me just get this started. There we go. Alright, so we're running this Saheeli Ray combo deck, and it's going to have a toolbox. It's going to have a lot of different things it's trying to get done. One of the cards I was most excited about out of the Eldrazi Return to Zendikar set was Eldritch Evolution, or I guess it was Innistrad. And it never actually got enough play, I didn't think. And it's 3 mana, you sacrifice a creature, and then you can search your library for a creature with convert mana cost equal to that creature, or up to 2 more, or any number less, and put it into play. So basically, if I stack a 4-drop, I can put a 6-drop in play, I can put a 1-drop in play, I can put anything in the middle in the play. So we're trying to piece together a combo with Saheeli Rye and Veldar Guardian, which is basically like Deceiver Exarch combo with Splinter Twin, and we're going to make 1,000,000 1/4s with haste and attack for lethal. The deck has a lot of ways to grind between Revelark and Sun Titan as far as bringing things back. And Renegade Rallier acts as a pretty cool mana ramp. So on turn 1, I get a Mana Dork. On turn 2, I play a fetch land, I sacrifice it, I play a Renegade Rallier because I have Revolt. I get to return a permanent mana cost 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield, so I can return a land, a Mana Dork, I can return an Oath of Nissa if I already sacked one to the Legendary trigger, and get effects out of that. The sideboard has a bunch of cards that are going to act as just kind of semi-ways to get value over time, and that we really want them to be all creatures. So you're going to find the entire sideboard as creatures. This is because with Eldritch Evolution, Sun Titan, Revelark, things like that, I'm going to get value by getting creatures. If it's spells, I don't really gain value over time. So I want to have as few spells in the deck as possible. That's why Saheeli, Eldritch Evolution, Oath of Nissa are kind of the cap. I could see shaving some number of Lotus Cobras because we have 12 Mana Dorks. So I could see potentially going down on Lotus Cobras or 1 Renegade Rallier or 1 Hunt Master of the Fells or something along those lines to get some Court of Callings so we can kind of really get a lot of creature stuff going. But in this current form, the deck looks like it's just going to try to grind opponents out. The mana base is real crazy. We're going to take a lot of damage from our lands, so that's going to be the thing that we're going to have to keep in mind while we play, is that our lands are going to be very painful. But in reverse, that means we're going to be triggering Revolt a bunch, and we also don't have a lot of basics, so we have to watch out for Blood Moons, because the only basics we have in our deck are forests. So if our opponent plays a Blood Moon, our Mana Dorks are very important. Our Oath of Nissa lets us cast Saheeli with any colors we need to, so it's not as big of a deal. The Vincer being double blue also seems like it could be a little greedy, because our blue we have a Steam Vince, a Breeding Pool, and then we have Mana Dorks. So the ability to cast this Vincer is really tough. We only have 2 lands in our deck that does it, and we have Mana Dorks. So I could see some changes, but overall the deck looks really similar to the Kiki Core decks of old, the things that just try to grind wins out. So we're going to kind of see how that works. So we're going to jump in. Going to do a friendly league because the deck, it looks like it's going to be incredibly complicated. So I want to make sure that I'm able to track what is going on with the matchup without having a lot of pressure by just all top tier aggressive lists or anything else super crazy. I want to be able to kind of think through the plays and have the ability to discuss them. So we'll join the match. Let's see what our opponent does. Alright, so we win the dice roll, which is really important. We're going to want to be able to be on the play as often as possible. So we won the dice roll, and we're definitely going to elect to play. Our opening hand is actually... So I think this hand is really good, because we can go turn 1, Oath of Nissa, turn 2, Lotus Cobra, turn 3, fetch land, play it, and that'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So we're going to be short 1 mana on being able to go Lotus Cobra on turn 3, play Saheeli, and Eldritch Evolution. So if our opener had actually had a Mana Dork, then we would be able to actually combo on turn 3, which is pretty cool. So we're going to keep this hand. If our opponent has removal, which a lot of the decks in the format will, it does have some fragility to that, but that's okay. So our deck has double reds, doesn't have double whites until we get Sun Titan, so I'm actually going to take the Stomping Ground. And we're going to pay the life. Play this Oath of Nissa. Let's see what we get. That kind of tells our opponent we're probably on Saheeli. We have 3 lands. We have a mana dork. We're going to take another mana dork. I don't think we need to have anything different with it. So put those on bottom. Alright, so let's see what our opponent's on. Alright, so some form of Tron, which is good, because if he's on a Tron variant, that means he's going to have pretty minimal interactions for us. And so that's actually going to be really strong. So if we go Lotus Cobra, we're just playing Lotus Cobra and doing nothing. If we go Horizon Canopy, double Noble, that'll allow us to generate a lot of mana next turn by playing the Lotus Cobra. Like the Lotus Cobra becomes free because then we play our land drop and fetch it, and so we actually could potentially generate value that way. So we're going to go ahead and just play double Noble Hierarch. Because we're not super concerned with our opponent getting too far off with any like removal or anything like that. All right. So plays a Relic. Relic's only really awkward if we're trying to get value off Renegade Rallier, but that's like a sub-plan of what we're trying to do, so we're not too concerned about that. Alright, so we can go Lotus Cobra. So we play a land, we get our landfall. We're going to just add a forest. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to actually play the Oath of Nissa here. I'll keep the new one. We're going to take the Feldar Guardian. I don't know if I can actually combo now. I don't think I can. Because I'll be able to blink a land. So we fetch. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's see. If I sack the Wooded Foothills, I'm going to get a mana from Lotus Cobra, and I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Blink a land with Feldar Guardian, go to 5. Tap that land, go to 6. So I still have 2. Let's see. We're going to go and get one of our... We have a lot of green mana, so we're going to go and get the Steam Vents. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll be short 1. Could I have done it where I played the Feldar and blinked a Foothills? 1, 2. I don't think I could have. So we're gonna... We're going to play a Saheeli. Ping our opponent. And we're going to put that on the bottom of the library. And then we're going to attack for 2. Yeah, that works. We're like real close to being able to just combo on turn 3. If we had had a mana dork on turn 1 instead of the Oath of Nissa, we would have built combo. And so he knows we have the combo in hand. Alright, so against Tron, we definitely want Acidic Slime. We definitely want Gaddock Teague. Flying Hexproof. No. Reflector Mage. Um, Activated abilities your opponent's control can't be activated. I like Linvala. I could see some Pride Mages. Alright, so cards I don't care about. I don't really mind Huntmaster. Or Vincer. Actually, I guess. No, because if they hit the Tron, they hit the Tron. So I don't really care for Vincer a whole lot. We're definitely bringing these three in. And we're going to sort by cover mana cost. I think being fast isn't as important, so maybe we go down like a Lotus Cobra for a Kasali Pride Mage. So we can actually blow up, like if they play an Oblivion Stone and they're not able to actually sack it at the exact same moment, then we're able to destroy the Kasali Pride Mage. So I think we're going to try this. But we're up a game, so I think we have room for this. I'm gonna... This hand doesn't really do much. Don't have any hate. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. It doesn't actually have any way to gain advantage. This hand's not great either. We'll put that on top. That's actually a really good draw. We do have the ability to evolution, and so we can like evolution into a off that rallier. We'll be able to evolution into a acidic slime, so that'll be really good. All right, so we know they're not going to play like blood moons, so we can go ahead and fetch our dual lands. We want to keep our forest in our deck. We're going to get a stomping ground, and we're going to play our noble. Mine, power plant, ballista. Kill our noble now. That'll be unfortunate. So we have power plant and mine. If he has natural Tron, then that's just gonna suck. But I don't think there's a whole lot we can do about that. So we're gonna play this Horizon Canopy and pass the turn. So the reason we played the Horizon Canopy is because now we can next turn play the Windswept Heath and sack it. And get back our Misty Rainforest, our Noble. Let's see. I don't think there's anything I'm going to do with this extra mana. I'm not going to attack with the bird, so we're going to go get a land to play tap. Like they could be like bringing in Worm Coils, things like that. We did take Vincer out, so I don't need the double blue anymore. So I'm actually going to take this. I'm going to take the Breeding Pool. But I don't need to pay life for it. And then we're going to go Renegade Rallier. And we're going to get back the Misty so we can get the Steam Vents into play. So we're going to wait to sacrifice the Misty, because now what we can do is we can actually Saheeli and make a copy of the Renegade Rallier. And that way we'll be able to sack the copy. Or, well, we were going to be able to sack the copy. The hope is they take this Saheeli, and then that way we can evolution into a Acidic Slime and blow up this Urza's Mine. And they'll be 2 lands away. Mono White approach. Dude, I don't think that's the right deck to be playing, my friend. Yeah, they did it. Cool. So they did what we were hoping. We don't get to like live the dream, but of like really going ham on them. But we're gonna be able to blow up this Urza's Mine. So how can I advance my board and still play the evolution? So I can go Lotus Cobra, fetch, and still play Eldritch Evolution, and that'll be pretty good. So, looks like they might be Eldrazi Tron. Or, no, the True Tron lists have been bringing in Thought-Knot Seers. So we're actually going to get this Forest. So that way we're taking a little bit less damage. Now they has a 4/4 in play. Yeah. I'm just telling you from experience. I don't think that's the best idea, but if it works, it works. That's great. It's not like we're blocking with this bird or anything, so we're going to tap that. We're going to sack the Renegade Rallier. Let's see. Let's make sure. Let's look at all of our other options. I don't think there is like a better option. Yeah, so we're just going to go Acidic Slime. And we're going to blow up this Urza's Mine. It's pretty good. So our other plays. I think I actually want to sacrifice this Horizon Canopy because I currently don't have much going on. So I'd like to see another card. So I could Eldritch Evolution. Would they trade? I think I want to see if they'll be willing to trade this Acidic Slime for this Thought-Knot Seer. Because that would be probably the most ideal, as I get to draw this free card. Okay, so now I can go get Feldar Guardian, so if I rip a Saheeli, I should combo off. And then blink the Acidic Slime and blow up his Forest. I think that's probably our best play, so like we shut off his ability to go find things. So I think we do that. I kind of want to still sit on this Eternal Witness in case like anything happens to like break these combinations up. I can get them back. So I'm going to sack this Lotus Cobra because it doesn't really have a purpose anymore. I'm out of land drops, so now I'm just kind of top decking lands. And we're going to get one of the Guardians. And we're going to blink the Acidic Slime. Yes. And we're going to blow up their Forest to stop them from finding things. Because I would have to be able to blink the Acidic Slime twice more in order to be able to blow up these power plants. So I really don't care about doing that. So now, like, they can't get Sylvan Scryings, Ancient Stirrings, all their green ways of finding lands. They have to have these stars in order to be able to get them. And they're far enough behind where, like, they're incentivized to start cracking these soon. I'm going to play this Noble Hierarch, so my Acidic Slime represents more of a clock. And then we're going to just keep bashing for 3. This is great. I've played the Tron and Eldrazi Tron decks enough to know that, like, when they're losing, we shouldn't feel bad because the deck's really degenerate. A block and trade would be great because I would just go rebuy it. Yeah, they have time. They don't need to do that yet. So do we crack the Horizon Canopy now? If I crack Horizon Canopy, I have 2 mana, so there's really not much I can do. I guess I could crack Horizon Canopy, and if I like, they don't have the mana to play anything that Teak cares about. So we're not really in a position where like sacrificing Rising Canopy on their turn matters. I will do it on their end step. All right, so now we have another concern because now they're one Tron land away, so we want to find a way to um, blow up a land again. Renegade Rallier. Oh, so we just go for the combo now. That's a good tough deck. So now we're going to try to make 1,000,000 Feldar Guardians to attack for lethal. And where you win. Alright, cool. So we're up a game against Tron. That felt pretty easy. Find Acidic Slime, play him as many times as possible, win the game. They didn't have Natural Tron, so we were off by 1 turn on the draw. And so them not having Natural Tron ended up working out in our favor. So we're going to go and jump into round 2. So I got to make the post. Yes, we'll join the match. Alright. So we're up a game, we lose the dice roll. Oh, this hand is risky. What do we have going for us? We have the ability to generate mana. We have Oath of Nissus to find pieces. Problem is if we go turn 1 Noble and it dies, we're in a deep hole. But if we go turn 1 Noble and it lives, it's pretty good. I want to try this one. It looks explosive, but also looks like I can fall behind real easy. So my opponent played a turn 1 land with nothing else, so that makes me want to go ahead and fetch, and we're going to get a, we're going to play an Oath of Nissa to try to find another land. I don't want to play into their open mana and give them usage off their mana. So I'm going to get Stomping Grounds again. That seems to be the one I've been leaning towards getting first. And we're going to play this Oath. So if our opponent goes, if we find a land, alright, so we find a Windswept Heath. That was pretty easy decision. So now our next turn is going to be Noble and Oath again, probably. Let's see what they're playing. Mardu Pyromancer looks like. So knowing their Pyro, looks like Mardu. It could be Grixis, could just be red-black, but the typical variant is Mardu. Yeah, we're gonna go Windswept. We're gonna play the Oath. I guess we should have gone Oath before we played Windswept. Because we need to make sure we have a land next turn. So we're gonna take this Forest, put the Bird, and then put the Lotus Cobra. And then we're gonna go ahead and fetch. And we're gonna take some more damage. We do want to go and get a blue source because we have a Vincer now. And we're going to play this Noble. So we can play a 3-drop next turn. So we should have gone Oath first, because then we would be able to play this Forest and saved a Windswept Heath for the Renegade Rallier turn. And so that was actually kind of a mistake. Bolt or Fatesealing. Alright, so yeah, our lands were sequenced backwards on that turn. We should have Oathed, then played a land. we're still debating playing Lotus Cobra, and so we didn't make our decision before we decided which land to play, and that's always the mistake. 'Cause you need to make sure that you're sure what your path is going to be before you commit to it. Unsurprisingly, we will not jump block, so we're going to take the 2. So let's go Lotus Cobra, play land, get a white mana. Question is, do we want to just slam the Renegade Rallier? I guess I could have actually just played the Saheeli. That would have been better. So I should have generated a blue or a red so I could play the Saheeli. Alright, yeah, that was a mistake. So now we actually really want to draw a land, because a land would allow us to... Let's see what they're playing. Oh, that hurts. A land would actually allow us to play Pia. Yes, we want to generate a color. Now we can play Pia just naturally. So we can get this 4/5, so we don't have enough yet. So let's go and get a red, and then red, and then red, and 1. Play Pia. We'll see if we can grind out. I could offer the trade of Lotus Cobra for young Pyromancer, because I need to rip lands for Lotus Cobra to do anything else. And if he trades, then that kind of takes away his aggression, which I think is actually fine. Yeah, I like this attack, because I would be completely fine with him trading here. Because unless we rip lands, then nothing changes as far as our mana goes. So, that in mind, we could have attacked prior to doing that, because we could have rallied and got back a land or got back Lotus Cobra, but that's okay. If we rip a land, we can actually trigger Revolt ourselves with Pia. What? Oh. Okay. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. Did not play around Kalitas. So I could play a Saheeli. If I play Saheeli, then what do I get? What can I gain out of playing Saheeli? I can make another copy of Pia. And then that would be bad. I could play Saheeli and just protect her. That's probably our best play. So let's go blue, red, red, play Saheeli. And we will plus, we can send the bird away. Play this forest. So now we're in a situation where we can actually start generating mana next turn, because we're going to be able to make a copy of Noble. Yeah, we'll jump. Alright, so we're going to block, and then we're actually going to probably fling this Thopter at the opponent, because we don't want him gaining 3 life. Choose any target. Boom. And we'll sacrifice this Thopter. I mean, they probably are running Dreadbores or Terminates. Not exactly sure what our plan is to kill this Kalitas. I guess our plan is just to combo. That's our plan. Just to combo off. So draw an Eldritch Evolution or okay. So yeah. Can you play Bedlam Reveler here? Manamorphose into Bedlam Reveler. So I'm not talking much because I really don't know what I'm planning on doing about this. Oh, does he have Dreadbore? Because that would be the worst. Our plan right now is to slam the Sun Titan next turn. So if he has Dreadbore, we're in a deep, deep hole. Oh, flashback through this. Okay. So he has a Bedlam Reveler in hand. He discarded Fatesealing Martial Arts, so he has Bedlam Reveler and one other. I don't think Huntmaster is our play. So we're going to make a copy of Noble Hierarch. White, white. Play this Sun Titan. Get back Lotus Cobra. Yes. So he now has to have a removal for this Sun Titan. We can rip Eldritch Evolution, or we can also rip. So he's flashing this back again. We can Eldritch Evolution. We can naturally draw Feldar Guardian to just win on the spot. Well, no, we can't because Saheeli's now at 2. So we need to charge her for a turn, and then we can do it. So we need her to survive a turn. So our play is probably next turn. If we hit a land, discard Thoughtseize. So they're obviously more worried about what's in play. Pyromancer. If we can hit a land, we can go Huntmaster of the Fells and Renegade Rallier. And that would be pretty good. Fatal Push on Noble. That's unfortunate because it does hurt our colors. And we need to keep in mind that Cletus can start paying 3 to sacrifice zombies to get 2 counters on him, so our ability to block is going to be limited soon. Alright, cool. So let's +1 first. Down at the bottom. Play a land. We're going to get a white mana. I think we just want to have a board state right now. And then we're going to go green and 1, and we're just going to play the Renegade Rallier. We're not getting any value off of it. But our whole goal here is going to be just to make sure that we have a presence and that it's hard for us to die. There's not really a value in attacking with Sun Titan right now. We want to save Sun Titan, so next turn we can actually use him to get a land back on the combat step. And that way we can try to find a way to deal with, or get a Feldar Guardian in play. So our opponent still has Bedlam Reveler, so that's probably going to be their play. Right now we're stuck because like we have no white mana, so we have to draw one of our 4 Eldritch Evolutions. Because if our opponent, if we draw a Feldar Guardian, we have no way to play it. We need to have a land and Feldar Guardian. So the next land we draw, we need to hold on to. So that way, in the event that we do rip a Feldar Guardian after we've drawn a land, we can hopefully get it in play. We have 4 outs to win this turn, barring a removal spell. Inquisition is fine. Can't take Vincer. Vincer's really dead. This is kind of one of the reasons I'm concerned about this card. And I was talking about it before we started the league. Blood Moon is a concern because we only run Force. Everything else is non-basics, and so we have to figure out a way to still play this game through Blood Moon, which we've been doing well on so far, but we only have one guy left. Like, if he kills this Lotus Cobra, our mana becomes next to impossible. And we've scryed 2 birds to the bottom. We're definitely bringing in Kasali Pride Mages. That's fine. So he kills the Huntmaster of the Fells, but he leaves our Mana Dork, which is okay with me. He also can't sack his zombies to his Kalitas. So, alright, so we need to hold this land. +1. I don't think I'm gonna get there by like holding on to this Huntmaster of the Fells. So put that on the bottom. And we just need to keep Saheeli alive. Like, that's our focus. So we've now scryed, I think, 3 or 4 cards to the bottom through various effects. Goodness. Alright, so our opponent's got a lot of gas. We need to rip Eldritch Evolution. Really bad. If we can rip Eldritch Evolution or Feldar Guardian, we win. So we have 6 cards to draw. It's like a little bit less than a 1 in 6 shot. If he swings real heavy into Saheeli, then we have to get some blocks. His board state's bad enough that like we probably have 1 turn left. I don't see him swinging out because he's not going to be able to keep his Kalitas and Bedlam Reveler and things like that. Like, he'll give me the option to kill something scary. And so I think he's going to wait 1 more turn. Unless he has a removal spell right here for Sun Titan. Then he could just swing now. Yeah, like that hurts. Because now we lose Saheeli. We're probably out of the game, but we're going to see 1 more top deck and see what we get. Alright. We draw another Saheeli. Which, yeah, we can't win the game. Because, like, so if we play the land and we play the Saheeli, then we no longer have a land. So now we need to draw. I guess we still do it, so we can still have an out. It has to be an Eldritch Evolution on the top of the deck. Because now we won't have a land in hand, so we can't, like, effectively go for a Feldar Guardian if it's on top. So we literally have to hit Eldritch Evolution, and we need Saheeli to survive with 3 counters, so she can take 1 damage. We're going to make our opponent swing it. Our opponent can win the game next turn, but we're going to make our opponent do it. Yes, I'm going to add blue. Alright, we're going to play this Saheeli. +1. bottom. So the fact that we bottomed it, maybe our opponent does an alpha swing. Like if they're not paying close enough attention, they might be like, well, they bottomed it, so they have to top deck something. But it doesn't look good. We have to see what our opponent does here. Jeez, Bedlam Reveler number 3. He's definitely drawing his cards a lot more efficiently than I am. Okay. All we need to do is see a swing and then we're dead. So if they swing for it, then we let it go and concede. But we make them swing first. Goodness. Okay, so where are we swinging? Is everything at me? Oh, okay. He doesn't have the mana to sack. So we're going to actually go through our blocks and see what we can get. So, at this point, we're probably blocking here, 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 well, there, there, there. So that's 2, 4, zombies. That's 3 zombies. So it's 6 plus 7 is 13. So any other, no, 15. Yeah, so he's got lethal. All right, so we can see. All right, so not sure exactly what we want against this matchup. Gaddock Teague doesn't really do a whole lot. We probably want Kasali's. Staticaster seems really good. I like Ooze. I like keeping their graveyard under control. Don't hate Thragtusk. Let's see. Shalai seems really good. Activate abilities I don't really care about. Kitchen Finks. So these are all the cards that could potentially be coming in. Maybe this Thragtusk. Cards we don't want. That's the trick. I think I want to go down on some Lotus Cobras. I don't care a whole lot for this Vincer. Can't really go down too many, so I don't think we want Thragtusk. It's just too generic. Kitchen Finks, they're not like an aggro deck. Staticaster, I think, is important. Sun Titan, he's gonna have a lot of removal. I could see cutting this Pia. I could see doing 1 Ooze or going down an Oath. Let's sort by convert mana cost. Maybe it's only one. Yeah, we'll probably just do 1 Kasali Pride Mage. And we'll probably run it this way. I mean, there's an argument: do we want Kasali Pride Mage or Acidic Slime? I think we want Pride Mage because I think we want to be able to blow up Blood Moon on turn 3, whereas Acidic Slime we have to like wait. So I think we're gonna try this, and also incentivizes to fetch Force, which if they don't have the Blood Moon, then we don't really want to be fetching Force. This hand seems very keepable, so we will keep. We definitely need a forest, so we'll probably turn 1 a forest, just because I don't want to risk not hitting a basic forest fairly early. So we're going to go ahead and fetch with this Windswept Heath. Get a forest, save a little bit of life. Goodness, so small. And go bird. So now next turn, we can go Lotus Cobra and Ooze in the same turn. Thoughtseize here, or an Inquisition, so he's going to take one of the two. Probably Lotus, maybe Ooze. Because Ooze is going to make it really hard for him to get Bedlam Reveler in play for any reasonable price. It'll allow us to eat. It doesn't like gain value off of eating his spells, but it keeps his Bedlam Reveler and his Lingering Souls under control. So let's go Lotus Cobra. And then we're going to play the Misty, but we're not going to sack it. And we don't need the mana, so we're going to say no. Now we're going to pass. So now we need to find something. Next turn we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So it's another situation where we are short. If we draw, if this was a fetch land, we'd be able to potentially. All right, so they whiff. If they get to one lander, then that'll be kind of surprising. No, okay. We really don't gain any value by Guardian yet. So there's not like anything we want to blink, and I think we want to wait to play Guardian until we're going to get some kind of value. So like we don't want to just sack Guardian to sack Guardian. Fatal Push Lotus Cobra or Bolt Lotus Cobra. Fatesealing. Bolt Lotus Cobra. That's fine. Let's go ahead and go Oath. Infinite Sun Titans. Oh, I need to look at that. I didn't actually even see that. So I will relook at that. Take the Eternal Witness. Put on the bottom. Put on the bottom. So we're going to play land. We're going to fetch. Typical guard. Back to life, yes. And I'm going to rebuy this Scavenging Goose. Because I want to start eating the graveyard. So Saheeli goes to 1. I make a Sun Titan. Comes into play. I guess if I had a second Saheeli in the graveyard, then I'm just looping the Saheelis. Because if she's at 3, that wouldn't work. I don't think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's gonna be able to play a Bedlam now. That sucks. Or Anger. Anger's fine. Makes me a little disappointed what I got back. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and eat one of these spells now. We're going to eat this Anger. Because I want to try to keep them as far away as possible from Bedlam Reveler. But that's what they're going to cast, so it's fine. Yeah. Dang. Not fast enough. Alright, so let's go fetch. We're going to get our Team Vents. Could have played Lotus Cobra for free, but I honestly don't want to run him out yet. Our opponent definitely runs like Anger of the Gods and things like that, so I don't have an interest in just running him out. Like Oath of Nissa. This deck has a lot of angles and things to consider. Yes. I think we're taking Sun Titan with the remainder back in any order. I guess that does... Hitting a Sun Titan there does incentivize that I should have played Lotus Cobra, so that was a bit of a mistake. Because Lotus Cobra would have been free to play, so if I just play the Lotus Cobra and then play the fetch land and fetch it, then I can still play the Feldar Guardian. And that way next turn a fetch land lets me play Sun Titan. So, in hindsight, that's what I should have done. So, we're definitely behind this Bedlam Reveler. Yep. We're just gonna take the 4. There's no reason to block. If he has a bolt, then we die, but I'm not gonna jump. He has the one last card he has? Alright, yep. So we lose that one. That matchup felt real tough, especially with game 1 Blood Moons. So that is kind of something we were concerned about going in, is that we didn't really have a way to battle a game 1 Blood Moon. We run a ton of non-basics and then 4 forests. So we're trying to find a way to like sandbag lands and cycle things out that way, and so we needed to eventually be able to hit that. So we'll join this match. Going into game 3. Lose the dice roll again. So we're 1 and 2 on dice rolls. We have ramp, and we have card draw. I think we're going to keep this one, but it's not like impressive. It's not doing a lot, but we have the ability to turn 2 a Renegade Rallier, get a land, and play an Oath of Nissa, and have 2 Dorks and an Oath of Nissa and a Rallier in play. So, this looks like one of the blue-white control variants. Alright, so we're going to fetch. We're going to go and get Temple Garden. And we're going to play our Noble. Our opponent can... Oh. Okay. Esper Mill? That's not what I expected. That's actually not bad for us. So... This Renegade Rallier now can do actually something even better if I wanted to. Whenever a permanent becomes untapped, that player's controller puts the top card of their library into the graveyard. Okay. Alright. Okay. So we're going to fetch again. So now I need to make sure I'm really conscious of hitting my colors as best I can. Yes. Alright, so we're going to be able to hit Rallier. With Rallier, I want to hit... From a greed perspective, I would love to hit a Lotus Cobra, but I think I need to hit a land. So I can play... Oath of Nissa. And then I could actually Oath of Nissa and try to hit a Eternal Witness. Alright, so let's get this one. Yes. Oath of Nissa. I think we want Pia to go as wide as possible. Because gaining life doesn't matter off Huntmaster, so that's 6 power. This is 4 power, but we're wider and we can actually start throwing. So we're going to take this Pia. We actually are short a red source. That was probably wrong. Because we're actually short a red. Did not think I was playing against Glimpse the Unthinkable and Fatal Push. Mill. Mind Funeralist here. Okay, so always yield. Well, there goes Sun Titan. Do I have any internal witnesses left? I think I have one. Or I have I drew the Felder. Okay, so I can go Saheeli and play a bird. I think that's probably our best bet. We're gonna put the land on top, so if they Mind Funeral us, that's one more land that we're hitting. And we'll play the bird. And then we'll attack for 4. This is gonna be tricky. So, okay. So the problem is they have mana open. So if they sack their Field of Ruin to blow up one of our lands, then we can get Fatal pushed. Could minus make a Renegade Rallier. And then attack for 6. Have a 2-turn clock. Maybe that's the best play. I think that's actually the best play. No, because if I target, they still do the same play. I don't really want to play the Feldar unless I'm going for the win. So, man, this is tricky. I can play Oath. Let's just go for it. It's likely that they have the Fatal Push, but we will see. Alright, so we're going to -2 on the Feldar. Blink Saheeli. Yes. -2 on Feldar. I'm hoping they don't always, always yes. They're probably going to make me go through the whole loop, which is unfortunate. Yes. So this is the boring part. In Paper Magic, once we demonstrate it's an infinite loop, it's our opponent's job to identify if they have a way to interact, and if not, then I could just loop and say I make an arbitrarily large number, so I can just declare how many. But online, they don't have a way to do that, and so we can have opponents who just make us click through it all. Yes. Alright, so... So we're going to play around like double or triple removal, just to make sure that we don't like get blown out by something we don't know. I'm not familiar with the mill deck list, and so we don't want to like just swing out whenever we have exactly the right amount, and then they have one or two removal spells, and everything goes for naught. So 8s, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, plus the guy. So let's do two more just to make sure. All right. Yes. All right. Let's see if they have like something that I have no idea what it would be. Crypt Incursion. Oh man. So that's what we did not play around. I didn't realize that was a card that was being played. Alright, so Crypt Incursion, they exile all creature cards from my graveyard, and then they gain 3 life for each one exiled this way, so we knock them to 25, and then we're gonna probably die on the untap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if he can mill us for 7, then we lose. It's unfortunate. So now we know we need to play around Crypt Incursion. That's the card that our opponent is sitting back on to gain a bunch of life. So we need to make however many creatures we have in our graveyard times 3, we need to make that much excess on top of whatever we consider a safe swing. Snaring Bridge, if you can play his last card, then that's a problem. Okay. So we go through this again. Okay, almost misclicked. Alright, cool. So because they have the one card in hand, we can swing with the Feldar Guardians. Alright. So okay, cause you sacrifice permanents. Man. What is good and what's not? Well, Shell Eye is definitely good. So we want Shell Eye. Probably want Sigarda. They might have ways to make us sack. Oozes or maybes. We definitely want Castelli Pride Mages. And Acidic Slime. Getting Teagues and maybe. There's just a lot of cards that aren't great. So I think I can take out like these creature-based ones. I don't really care for the Venser because what it does to your mana. At least we take out the Oozes. Like shave a Lotus Cobra. I kind of want to keep the Revelark and Sun Titan situation going because they are going to put these things in my graveyard for me, so I might be able to just find my combo that way. Other cards that might be worth considering, like Teague, Vala, but I think this is probably it. Like War's Wage, maybe, depending on if we see any more artifacts, but currently they have two that they're running, so it's only have like a 1 or 2 turn tax. So we do actually have a pretty quick win here, so we're going to keep. This actually might be the nuts. Because we have the turn 1 fetch land. Alright, so we're going to fetch Stomping Grounds. We're going to play a bird. Alright, so the thing we don't want to have happen is lose both our Feldars. If we lose both Feldars, then life becomes a lot harder. We could always... Because we got another Eldritch, so we could Lotus Cobra, play the land, sack the land, we can Eldritch and find Shalai. That's actually probably the better play because we have a second Eldritch. So let's do that. Oh, well, now we can't because we tapped. We were supposed to play Lotus first. Well, the better play there, had we thought it through, was to play Lotus Cobra, then play the land, sack the land, and we would have been able to play Eldritch Evolution to get Shalai in play. But instead, we won't do that. Alright, let's see what they hit us for. Snaring Bridge is fine. Okay. So I think we can win this turn. So we go... Let's go ahead and do this one step at a time. We'll go and get Breeding Pool. We're gonna add white. So I can play Saheeli, play a fetch land, sack the fetch land. I can play an evolution. So 1, 2, 3, play fetch. 1, 2, 3. Not have 1 mana left over. So yeah, let's do that. All right. Yes. Blue. Oh, man. And there goes Felidar. So now our plan is what? Yes. Red. Okay. Play her. So I can Eldritch Evolution for 4 mana creature. It's probably going to be Shalai. And then next turn, I can Eldritch Evolution Shalai into a Sun Titan. Or, you know what, I could have... No, not a Sun Titan. I would need to get Revel Arc. Yeah, alright, so... Oh yeah, cancel. First we're going to go ahead and swing. Okay, so now we go Eldritch, sacrificing Lotus Cobra, getting Shalai. That'll have to do for now. We didn't plus Saheeli. This deck has so many things you're trying to keep up with. It is not an easy thing to pilot. Supreme Verdict here would suck. Yep. I guess I could have just waited, tried to go for it on that turn. We're going to leave the Sun Titan on top, and we're just going to hope that we can get to the Infinite Sun Titans fast enough. Oh, I can't Infinite Sun Titan with this Ensnaring Bridge. I guess we can bring back a Solid Pride Mage at some point. That's fine. This deck has a lot of angles to consider. We're going to put Horizon Canopy on top. And then, as long as he doesn't mill us for our another bridge is fine. Because we can just start finding ways to chain out these Solid Pride Mages. I don't think we had. Alright, so let's play this. Let's fetch. We're going to go and get Temple Garden into play. Yes. White, white. Alright, so we're going to play Sun Titan. We're going to rebuy Pride Mage. So if I rebuy Pride Mage, then I make a copy of Sun Titan, which lets me rebuy Saheeli. Make a copy of Sun Titan, lets me rebuy Saheeli. Make a copy of Sun Titan, lets me rebuy Saheeli. Make infinite Saheelis. And then I make infinite Sun Titans. And then on the last one, I won't be able to win this turn. So let's go and get Pride Mage. Yes. And we're going to make a copy of Sun Titan. And we're going to get back a land, which will allow us to use Solid Pride Mage to blow up one of the ensnaring bridges. Oh, is this a Supreme Verdict underneath? Okay. So he bounces the Sun Titan, which is fine. Alright, so but our opponent obviously doesn't have like the mill to do it. So if he top decks a mill spell, we'd be in trouble. He could try to make us search with Field of Ruin, and we're gonna choose not to because we don't want to shuffle. If that's what he does, we're gonna say no. Oh, but if he blows up a white source. Okay, cool. So he actually let us draw it. He could have just Field of Ruined us, and that would have been unfortunate. So get back, select Pride Mage. Oh my goodness. Do we have acidic slimes in here? No, so we still have acidic slime. Okay. There's not really anything we can do about it. Alright, so now we have to plus that on the bottom and then pass. Goodness gracious. I mean, we can still get Acidic Slime and then make copies with Saheeli's, and over time that's going to still win us the game. Flying is proof. Spells and abilities your opponent's control can cause you to sacrifice permanents. I think we sack this Horizon Canopy, play this Oath of Nissa. I guess we take a Renegade Rallier. Any order. Play the Renegade Rallier. We can rebuy Horizon Canopy. Like, we're trying to dodge our opponent's many mill spells. So it's, I mean, it still doesn't look great, but... Put it on the bottom. Upside is, so now next turn we can untap. We can evolution our Renegade Rallier to find the Acidic Slime. Make a copy of Acidic Slime with Saheeli to blow up another Ensnaring Bridge. Let's see. Green, 1. Sacrifice Renegade Rallier. Acidic Slime, blowing up an Ensnaring Bridge. Make a copy of Acidic Slime, blowing up an Ensnaring Bridge. We can sack the token Acidic Slime for an Eldritch Evolution. I don't actually know what we have in here that we're going to hit, but we're going to hit something. Oh no, what we should have done was sack the original Acidic Slime. So that was a mistake. So we'll go ahead and get back Renegade Rallier, which we'll use to get back an Oath of Nissa. Okay, it's going to eat the Oath of Nissas. Oh, that's fine. Alright, so that's actually good then, because he had Surgical. So if we had sacked our Acidic Slime, he would have been able to Surgical the Acidic Slime, and so we wouldn't be able to go get Revelark to get back Acidic Slime. So that was actually fine. So next turn we are going to make a copy of Acidic Slime, blow up Ensnaring Bridge. Dang it. Alright, yep. So, go to game 3. We were almost there. Alright, so I think our plan was still good. Were there other cards that might have been good? I mean, we could bounce a board wipe, but I don't think that's what we're wanting to do. Crypt Incursion, I don't think that's what we want. I think this setup was fine. We just, I don't think we played it fully correctly early on, and we fell to a discard spell. And really, we lost to having both Feldars in the graveyard. Had he not been able to put the second Feldar in the graveyard, we were winning on the spot. So, I think this is fine. We want to get the Shalai in play for the Hexproof. Goodness. And there goes my cat. Yeah, I'd like to play first. So we have the combo in hand. We're 1 mana short of being able to play it on turn 3, so we're going to keep. We need a land. That's all we need is a land. We're going to get Breeding Pool. Gosh, I hate when it starts so small. Yeah, Breeding Pool. Pay 2 life. And play a Noble. Okay, how many archive traps do we have? Are you kidding? Triple archive trap, turn 1. Alright. Which sucks because that means this Shell Dock Isle is turned on. So... we should have saved Wooded Foothills. It has more fetch targets. That was wrong to do. I actually played the wrong land. And it didn't matter because I actually don't have a way to actually cast anything. So, because my red sources, I think, are both in the graveyard. Yeah, my deck is these 12 cards. I don't have a Stomping Ground. Oh no, I have the Steam Vents in hand, so I thought that was a Scalding Tarn. I don't know why Magic's not giving me pictures. Well, alright. I think we just lose, and then we got a little tilted at the triple archive trap, and we made sure that we lost, so that's unfortunate. Red, blue, 1, +1. We're on the bottom. We're not even going to attack. Yeah, it's ridiculous and unfortunate. And we still could have possibly still won. And we did that wrong. What are we going to play off the top? Alright. So he gets to draw 3 cards. Besides, it means he can't ambush us. All he needs to do is if he hits a black source and a glimpse, he wins. There's not really anything we could have done against that. We have to fetch. Glimpse. Yep. Cool. Alright, so we lose 2 triple archive trap on turn 1, so there's not really much we could do about that one. We had the... I mean, yes, there is. We could have still won if we played the right land on turn 2, so we could play the Saheeli, and then play the Feldar Guardian, and then just hoped he didn't have a way to stop the Feldar Guardian. So it's possible that we still could have won that game. We just tilted a little bit at triple archive trap and lost it on our own accord. Let's see. Unknown opponents. Basically, when you look at this hand, we have like half the combo and we have plenty of mana. So we'll keep it, but it's not great. Dredge. Oh, Dredgevine. Okay. How many Vengevines are you going to hit me with? Well, that's unfortunate. We're already this far behind. So we could actually, or well, no. Alright, so Huh. Yes. We're actually just going to play a second Lotus Cobra here. So we have the option of... No. If we play Saheeli, then we can chump. I don't want to lose Saheeli here. So I'm actually just going to play a second Lotus Cobra, because I definitely don't want to have the other Saheeli die. Alright. Oh, I didn't need to tap my mana. That was a mistake. Oh well. So... Gather the pack is fine. So we actually win this next turn. Because we're just going to take this 4. Alright, so now we go... Land. We're going to yield, and we're going to use both abilities. Yes. One for a red. Yes. One for a blue. White. Play Saheeli. And then we play an Eldritch Evolution, and we're going to sacrifice a Lotus Cobra. And we're going to make this bigger so I don't click on the wrong thing. Okay. So that you can see. Alright. So... Not super familiar with this deck. I know I want Oozes. I know I want Reflector Mage. I'm pretty sure I want Kitchen Feeks because I can trade with Vigivine and then bring it back. Don't care about... Actually, Vincer's actually kind of good because I can bounce one. No, because I eventually can just cast the things. So I'm going to bounce the Vincer. Or get rid of the Vincer. Go down on Lotus Cobras because I don't think I really care about that many Lotus Cobras. I think we go down a Rallier. Let's do this. Actually, we probably want Rallier and down an Oath. We can do that. Alright, so... I don't know... I know the deck, but I haven't played against the deck, and I haven't really looked at lists recently of it. So I'm not exactly sure what they might be bringing in. Let's see. So this hand does nothing for a while. Like, we can go turn 2 Lotus Cobra, turn 3 5 mana, but nothing to get back with Revelark. And then turn... We can get Sun Time, but nothing to get back, so we're going to mulligan this one. This one actually does things, so we're going to keep. We're going to put that on the bottom. Okay. I want Stomping Grounds first. And we're going to go Noble. So we can kill the Noble now. There's a lot of like linear decks like this that are trying to just do really kind of degenerate broken things. But I feel like there's ones that you don't have to run these 0/0s, and you can still do degenerate broken things. So I'm not sure if this is a deck that I would personally be playing. So if we take the Huntmaster, we can start trying to generate value off Huntmaster. We'll need to hit a land, which is awkward because I don't have a fetch land yet. I'm going to take the Huntmaster because the ability for it to take over the game is really high, and I do have 2 lands in hand. So it's not unreasonable for me to say that I'm going to go land, Eternal Witness getting back a noble, or land, or fetch land, Eternal Witness getting back to fetch land. Um, so we'll see. Or our opponent, didn't have a big turn last turn, so maybe we'll be able to play a Saheeli. Probably not. Okay, so there's Hollow one. There's Hangerback Walker. Okay. So if I go Saheeli and plus it just dies. I can go Eternal Witness, get back Noble. I don't think that really matters. Yeah, we don't really have a play here. We're hoping to hit a fetch land, not a Horizon Canopy. I think we're just gonna take our hits for a second and reevaluate. Okay, cool. So we don't have to take as much damage here. So we'll go to 15. And we're probably going to start going with the plan of Saheeli make Huntmaster copies. And then starting to try to flip our Huntmasters. So curious if this deck is considered better than the other versions, the straight hollow one, red black ones, because you have Vengevine. Does he have another guy you can play to get back to this Vengevine? Because that'd be real good. Yep, that hurts. Yeah, we're probably losing this game. We had a very slow hand after the mulligan. And the problem is we can't just make a copy of Huntmaster and hope to flip him because of Grim Lava Mancer. Gosh, that's like perfect. Yeah, which you can concede this game. Man. I mean, there's some merit in Staticaster, but not much. The things I'm gonna have to do to piece together Staticaster wins is gonna be really hard. Yeah, I think this is just. Shall I? No, they're not really targeting me. I mean, I could bring back Linvala, bring in Linvala, but I think it's slow. Yeah. This one's keep. It would be nice to have a turn 1 Mana Dork instead of the Oath. So that way my Ooze can start eating on turn 2, but... so we'll go Oath, play it. Don't think I care about the Dorks, so we'll take the Saheeli. None of those really great takes, because none of them really mattered a whole lot at this moment. Alright, see if they got it. Yeah. Alright, so we're staring at a Vengevine, which is okay. Play Ooze. Play the Stomping Ground, take 2. Play the ooze. It's probably too slow. Oh, this feels bad. So we can eat two things, and make it a 4/4. But what we're probably gonna do is play this Kitchen Finks and try to trade with the Vengevine. So we go to 10. We play a Shockland. We go to 8. We play Kitchen Finks. We go back to 10. So he's gonna take. He took Hangerback Walker. So that's Hangerback Walker in hand. He's gonna run it up for 0 to get a. Oh, to get this. Gotcha. Alright, so unfortunately we short 1 mana on being able to fully do what we want. But we're going to go ahead and play this Kitchen Finks. Right? Actually cancel. We could eat Scourge Devil now. And we could potentially eat enough to make Scavenging Ooze a 5/5 and eat his Vengevine. So that's actually just better. Or we should have, yeah, whatever. We're going to do the same thing. Green, eat Scourge Devil. Alright, so yeah, now we can actually block, and the next turn we can play the fetch land, play Kitchen Finks, and still eat something. So this is actually a pretty good spot to be in. Like I'm sure the deck runs Lightning Axe, because this is a deck that like is okay with discarding and stuff. And so that card would be bad, but Roast maybe even? Ballista. That's unfortunate. So if we block, then he shoots our Scavenging Ooze. So we're just going to take the 4. And we're going to cancel. We're actually going to eat something before damage. Alright, so we're going to go Windswept Heath. Yes. Then we're going to play Kitchen Finks. So we go to 6. And then actually we could start Saheeli copying Kitchen Finks's, which would be fine. Still has 2 things in his graveyard we can eat, so this Scavenging Ooze is going to get up to being a 7/7. We'll be able to just throw Kitchen Finks in front of Vengevine. Let's see what they've got. Grim Lavamancer is fine. Because we're going to start making copies of Kitchen Finks pretty soon. Well, alright, so our opponent ended up Street Wraithing into a pretty good situation. He doesn't have a good attack, so now we're just gonna eat one of the Street Wraiths. Okay. Alright, so I think we want to go Oath first. Why don't you keep one of these Oaths? We'll take the Sun Titan. Any order. It's actually pretty good. We're going to go Saheeli. Make a copy of Kitchen Finks. Gain 2 and go to 9. So we block. We block. Take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, we're going to swing for 3. And then we're going to play this Noble. I think we're pretty safe to play Noble. Yeah, so they kill Saheeli, which is fine because we have another one. And then we're going to fetch a Forest, play this Noble Hierarch. So now next turn we can go Sun Titan and rebuy Saheeli. Make a copy of Sun Titan. Get back a land. Attack with the copy. Get back another land. So if we draw a land, we can actually... No, we still can't go off. So we need to have a Saheeli in play and a Saheeli in the yard to do Infinite Sun Titans. It's a 3-card combo on that one. Just gonna shoot Kitchen Finks or Noble. Shoot Noble. Okay. Block. 2 from 5. Block there. Block there. So he'll get 2 zombies and he'll lose his bridge from below. Now, ironically, had he swung first, if I make these blocks, then he's able to shoot my Scavenging Ooze. I get back Kitchen Finks. Oh, I'm short a land. Seriously? That's unfortunate. So if I go Saheeli plus, I can eat 2 things and be at 7. I can still block 2 things. Saheeli should be able to survive. She'll be at 4. I'll block. Oh wait, no, I can... I haven't played this combo in forever. I can actually just do it now. So we go Eldritch Evolution, and we sack Kitchen Finks. We get back... we get Feldar Guardian, we untap a Forest. We play Saheeli and we win. That's what it is. Sorry, it's been a while since I played this deck. Yes. Nice. So now we make infinite 1/4s. Alright, so we are 2 and 2. Going into the last round. I've only played Kiki Chord a little bit in the past, and this deck feels very similar, and it is probably equally as confusing as Kiki Chord is. So it's worth a watch, but it's a very complicated deck to play. On the draw, we have the combo. We have a way to find a land. We also have a mana dork, so I'm going to keep. Alright, so playing against a blue-white control deck. With that being the case, I really want to go and put a mana dork in play. I don't need the blue, so we're going to get Stomping Grounds. 2 life, yes. I don't need the blue yet, but we will eventually. A fatal push here, like if he's actually Esper, would be unfortunate, but okay. It looks like blue-white control, or Jeskai control. This here Visions means that my Renegade Rallier should resolve. So it's not really a one mana counterspell for a creature. Luckily they don't have the bolt there. So we're going to go Windswept Heath, and we're going to fetch. And we're going to get Temple Garden, pay 2 life, white, green, red, Renegade Rallier. And we're going to get back Misty Rainforest. And then we're going to fetch. So next turn, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we draw a land next turn, then we actually can go Saheeli and Eldritch Evolution if they leave open. So we're going to go ahead and get them to land and play the bird so we can win next turn if possible. So we can do 2 life. Alright. It's like Colonnade and Search Razcanta or something. A play like that will allow us just to win with a land on the top. Okay. That was a weird sequence. All right, yeah. So if we can rip a land, we win on the spot. Dang it! All right, so we don't hit the land. So now the question: if I go Evolution on the Rallier. No, yeah, we still win. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we go Eldritch Evolution, and we sack Renegade Rallier. We get Feldar Guardian, we blink a land. Oh, goodness. We get Feldar Guardian, we blink this land, we pay the 2 life for it to come into play untapped. Yes. And then we play Saheeli. And we get the turn 3 win. And we make copy Feldar. And then we blink Saheeli. Yes. Make copy Feldar. And blink Saheeli. And then looks like they're gonna make it. Yeah, they just have 6, so they're gonna make us go through it. And that's their prerogative. See if I make a mistake. still have 22 minutes on the clock, so the important thing is just not making a mistake. Alright, so we need to make 17. Our opponent has no mana untapped. I don't know of any free spells in these control decks that would stop us from winning once we have 17. So we'll make 1 or 2 extras just in case, but I don't know of any free spells that cost 0 mana that are going to stop this. So we just have to not throw it. Alright, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There we go. Alright, against control. I feel like Gaddock Teague's real good. I don't envision July is probably fine. Creatures, not a lot of creatures. Take Fencer out. We're kind of pre-built to kind of grind out wins. Take out a Lotus Cobra, or leave a Lotus Cobra, take out an Oath. Because the game's going to go long anyway, we don't need as much filtering. I think we just want Shalai and Gaddock Teague. Flying Hexproof. Maybe we want the Sigarda, take out a Lotus Cobra. Yeah, she has Hexproof, so like, if we have a Gaddock Teague and her in play, then like, it's pretty well locked up. We can keep this one. It's not great, but we have plays and we have some filtering and we have Saheeli. So we're gonna go and just go Temple Garden. Yes, play a Noble. So I go Lotus Cobra. Let's try that. See if they can burn a counterspell on this. Alright, so now we go Windswept Heath. See if he does anything about it. Yes. Green. Fetch. Stomping Grounds. Yes. And yes. Great. So we're going to play an Oath. I guess I didn't need to take the damage. I was thinking I was only generating one, but it was a fetch land. So that was a mistake. We're going to take the Windswept Heath, put the rest away. Noble. So now this Lotus Cobra starts attacking next turn for 4, which is pretty good. Electrolyze, Anger of the Gods. Those would all be plays that could be made. Anger. Yeah, okay. So now we get to resolve a Saheeli. Because of our oath, we actually don't need to fetch a shock land to take more damage. So we're just going to go and get one of these forests. And we're going to play this Saheeli. Huntmaster, we'll put Huntmaster on the top. Now he has to deal with the Saheeli. We have another Saheeli. We're about to get this Huntmaster. We're a little ways away from being able to cast this Revel Arc, but that's fine. We also aren't interested in casting Revel Arc for a little while. Electrolyze, play a land. So he's short land drops, which is good news for us. We're gonna, well actually, let's first fetch. Fetch with the Windswept Heath. Don't think I still have the Vincer in the deck, do I? Yeah, the Vincer's out, so we're gonna grab one of these forests. Now we can scry. Put Oath on the bottom. And cast this Huntmaster of the Fells. So now we go to 15, we have 2 bodies. We technically have a 3-turn clock, because it's just plus Saheeli attack, plus Saheeli attack, plus Saheeli attack. Snapcaster Anger. Okay, so we'd like to hit a creature, so we can re-establish a board presence again. Yeah, that's fine. The thing is, like, right now our opponent's far enough behind, especially because they were looking for that land drop on the Electrolyze, it looked like, that they... yeah, I'm not really interested in seeing their messages. That they're behind on... they're having to do these things on their turn. So, like, we're applying enough pressure currently that this is working out fine. Oh. Okay. We're just going to +1. Put that on the bottom. And we're just going to attack with this 2/2. And force him to have a removal spell for this Huntmaster. So that is the unfortunate part with the fetches we made previously, is now we can't just slam this Pia. I was surprised they played Search when they could have just angered there and taken care of the board. Especially if they didn't have an answer for this Ravager. They probably have Path. Maybe they have Bolt. Maybe they should have just done it differently. I don't know. Let's see, are they scrying these to the top or the bottom? Wrong target. Oh, he meant to hit Electrolyze, I guess? I don't know. Put 1 card on bottom, 1 card on top. Okay. Path, Ranger, Ravager. I mean, they were in a position right now where the Saheeli's going to just keep upticking. And we're just going to slowly get there off that. These decks have been running Settle the Wreckage. So it's something I want to keep in mind, is that my opponent could just settle, so I don't want to just attack with Ravager. That also, my opponent is now incentivized not to play 2 spells in a turn, because he would flip my Ravager for me and give me back 2 bodies. And then having mana untapped, I could minus Saheeli and make a copy of Ravager, but I'm not incentivized to do that, because if they have a path, then I just don't get anything, and I've wasted the turn. See, yeah. Yes, I want to use the ability. So now we want to really find a land that will let us fetch a red source so we can play this Pia. Sun Titan is not what we wanted, so +1 and Scry. So our fetches there were incorrect. We should have fetched for uh, another red source. I don't think there's any other plays we can make, so we just F6. I mean, at the end of the day, we still do have like this 10-turn clock. I don't know if this deck runs. Maybe they probably have lightning helixes somewhere in their list. Some of them do, some of them don't. But that's really gonna be the only way they can regain their life. Yeah, so there's the lightning helix. Snapcaster helix again. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Because now we're not super incentivized to play the other Saheeli. Oh, an Electrolyze, that makes sense. Okay. But they are tapped out. Given that they're tapped out, I am going to play the Saheeli because now I just need to rip a white source. And then I can just kind of win on the spot. Evolution doesn't actually do anything for me, so I send that to the bottom. I have a lot of ways to just kind of like suddenly win the game, and just need to hit one of them. Attack Saheeli. She goes to 2, goes up to 3, goes to 1, goes up to 2, then dies. Or we bolt helix it. This looks like cryptic mana, obviously. So that's something I want to keep in mind. Or not. Okay. I don't know if I have another white dual. I think that's definitely a problem. So I don't have another white dual source. So yeah, they make it really hard to actually cast Sun Titan in this list. So we're gonna go Steam Vents. Yes, we'll pay the life. Renegade Rallier. Get back a land. That's our teeth. Crack the Windswept Teeth. We're gonna get this forest and play PN Kieran. So our opponent has 0 cards in hand. They get a Scry on their upkeep, and they can activate the Azcanta. We are just a Horizon Canopy or a surviving Noble or Bird away from y'all's Sun Titan into Infinite Sun Titans. Or eventually Infinite Sun Titans. By fetching the forest, we did make Field of Ruins and Wasteland, and we did make Path to Exiles just really good. But I think it was worth it just to not fetch more shock lands. I don't think I needed more shock lands. Getting a breeding pool doesn't really do anything for me. I guess I could have got the breeding pool because now I'm susceptible to losing my blue, but 2 of the Saheeli's are already gone, and there's no blue in the main deck I need to cast. So I think it's fine. So they bolted Pia. Alright, so let's see what they reveal. So we can invoke a Revel Arc to get back Pia. Ideally, we can wait on that until we're going to get something we know is better. For example, this Supreme Verdict is kind of an issue. Let's see. I'm like way far ahead. They're not incentivized to Verdict here. I could go ahead and run out the Noble. So if I get the opportunity to do the Sun Titan play, I'll take it. And I can only, because we know he's one card of Supreme Verdict, I can attack with one Thopter, and it's the same amount of damage, so I can keep the other Thopter back. So we're trying to get them to go ahead and Supreme Verdict, because then we can evoke the Revel Arc, get back Noble and Pia, and then we can Sun Titan. So then we can Sun Titan the Saheeli's. Alright, let's see what they get. So they are going to Verdict here. Oh, they're active as Canta. And then Verdict. They've activated as Canta, and they play basically anything else. Then we're in a pretty good spot. Alright, so there's Teferi. So they are encouraged to go ahead and Supreme Verdict here. And they are running dangerously low on Snapcaster Mages. We will block one of them. This way we can represent a crackback of 4. Because they're gonna Verdict, so we want to go ahead and make sure they're incentivized to Verdict. Because if we block with both of these guys, then they only have to like bolt this Thopter, and they have no clock. So we want to make sure we have something out here that's a clock still. Cool, so there's that. So we're gonna evoke this Revel Arc. Alright, we're going to bring back Pia and Noble. And then now, if our Noble survives, we get to go Sun Titan. Getting back Saheeli. And then the next turn getting infinite Saheelis. Or if we just draw one of the other Saheelis. Teferi. +1 and untap 2 things. Oh. Okay, so they have the art messed up. That is definitely Thought Not to use art. Okay. So they're going to draw a card and untap 2 lands at the beginning of the next end step. Electrolyze. That's pretty good. We can play around Mana Leak. So I think we are going to go ahead and slam the Sun type here. We're going to fetch. Alright, so white. Cast this Sun Titan. We're going to rebuy Saheeli. And then we will, yes, -2 on the Sun Titan. See if he has the path. Golly, he does have the path. Alright. I don't think I have any more. Okay. It's unfortunate. Alright. Well, alright. That sucks. And we can still draw a Feldar Guardian. And if he doesn't have an answer for it, we could just win. We still have 2 damage a turn between Saheeli and Noble. So he's going to get Logic Knot. Oh, yeah, so Feldar Guardian is no longer an out. Is it bolting it? Alright. So we're going to swing. So you can spend 14. I can't pay for 14. Ratchet on. Alright, so I mean it's pretty much a 0% chance we win this game. But we're going to definitely make our opponent actually play it out in the event that they start F6ing or anything like that, and we can slip something through that could change the game. Okay. So it gets a Helix. Maybe I'll Helix this Noble. That could be a thing. So let's do this. Let's go 1, 2, 3. See if they counter this Eternal Witness. Oh. Okay. And now we get to do this. So that's exactly what I don't concede. Because now we play this and he doesn't have the ability to counter this. Attack to Fairy. So we know his hand has Logic Knot, Lightning Helix. We don't know anything else. We're going to hold Fairy back because he's going to be able to blow up Noble. We have no effects. We have 6. Huh. Alright, so our opponent is going to be able to Logic Knot any plays we make. And he has a Lightning Helix. The Lightning Helix won't be good enough to kill Shalai, so he has to find a way to kill Shalai. Um, that'll work. All right. No. All right. What do they got here? Secure the waste for 7. Okay, so this is secure the waste version. So we're gonna go to 1. I don't think we have a way to win on the untap. Oh no, they have the helix. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think we were pretty close there. I don't think there's really a thing we want to do differently. Knowing that he's on secure the waste, I kind of want to bring in this. Is it Staticaster? And go down to Lotus Cobra because the games are going to go long. And I just don't want him to be able to kill me with like a big secure the waste out of nowhere because I take a lot of damage from my lands. So I want to be able to make sure that like if they go secure the waste, I slam his Staticaster, and if they don't have a counterspell, I just wipe that board. So I think that's probably the play. They have enough exile effects where I don't think Thragtusk is going to be good enough. Kitchen Sphinx, like, well, Thragtusk is whenever he leaves, so maybe he's just a good beater, but I think Scar is just a better generic beater. Maybe Thragtusk is good. Maybe Thragtusk is better than Revelark. I don't really get value off Revelark, and I think it's really hard to put together the combo and actually have it resolve, and I think that's what Revelark's for. I think Thragtusk is just better. Yeah, I don't think there's any other. I think there's any other plays. Alright. Guess we like to play first. This hand doesn't do really anything. So we're going to mulligan it. Ugh, this hand's not great either, but we're going to keep because we get a scry. Put that on the bottom. Alright, and we're going to fetch green-white. Actually, green-red. And we're going to play this noble. So next turn, if we draw a fetch land, we can Lotus Cobra, Eternal Witness, getting back a land. Bolt the noble? Well, that's unfortunate. Yep, that is unfortunate. I don't know what's up with Magic Online and like this terrible art situation. Okay. Seal land. Exile the land. Horizon Canopy. Actually, I probably shouldn't exile the Noble, because if I play Eternal Witness, I want to get back the land and not Noble, because the land doesn't die. So, would have been good to have done it the other way around. Okay, well, doesn't really matter either way. But Oath would be really good, just because I could Oath into Electrolyze. Yep. So I could Oath into Saheeli. Or oath into a land and then try to draw into Saheeli at some point. That would have been probably the best draw I could have had there. Not Huntmaster, that's for sure. So there's a land. So we're gonna fetch, and we're gonna turn a witness for that land back. We want to go and get, Field of Ruin. No, so we're gonna get a breeding pool. Yes, we'll pay 2 life. Turn a witness, getting back Misty Rainforest. If they want to pop Relic here, that would be fine with me. That's kind of why I want to do this, is like, right now if they pop Relic, that actually sets them back more. So that's fine. I don't get a 4th land, but probability is higher that I'm going to draw a 4th land than letting them go free reign with the search. And now their Snapcasters are weakened and all that. I did not bring in Acidic Slime, so I can't blow up that Plains. I could get a Sigarda. But is a Sigarda what I want? You'd have to have Verdict, and they don't have double white. Alright, so I could just go Huntmaster. Let's go Tax Slayer. Teferi just gets so big so fast that unless you have a reasonable chance of killing him pretty quickly, it doesn't really do enough to chip away at him. I'm going to go Huntmaster. I want to keep in mind they don't have another white source for a Supreme Verdict currently, so we're okay in this kind of spot. Okay, so they definitely have a white source if they discarded a white source. It's probably like a fetch land. So we might Evolution if they don't play a white source here. I'll go get that Sigarda. Helix the Wolf. The Eternal Witness, yeah. That's unfortunate. So there's the white source. So I don't want to like lean on Sigarda. If I can get a land, that'd be nice because I can just play this Thragtusk. He's going to be on tap 2 and have Cryptic open. So we want to attack before we Thragtusk. Which we couldn't do anyway. So now we definitely want to start chipping away at Teferi because we're not positive we're going to maintain this board state. Okay. Tells me my opponent probably has Snapcaster if they're willing to throw that away. It also tells you they don't have Cryptic because they threw away the opportunity of a Cryptic. So if we draw a land, like it's reasonable that we could possibly slam this Sagtusk. Elspeth. Alright. So I guess we're playing this Feldar Guardian as kind of a wall. We'll see if it's good enough. Yes. Alright, so let's see what they get in their hand. Cryptic. So now we have to keep playing around Cryptic. This Elspeth is a very serious threat. And I missed my block. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to lose this one because my opponent has Cryptic open. So if I play this Thrag Tusk, it's going to get countered. He's going to be able to ultimate to Fairy next turn. So yeah, we lose. Alright, so we go 2 and 3. A couple misplays along the way, but definitely kind of a situation where I think the deck is good. So let's look at the deck. I think the deck's definitely really good. I don't think I like the Vincer. And I think the mana is a little greedy at times. Like playing Pia and playing Vincer was difficult at points. Not being able to fetch more than one white source if you lose it, or in any way, shape, or form, made it really hard because like there was times I couldn't cast Revel Arc. I also couldn't find a second white source to hardcast Sun Titan. I like the sideboard, but I think overall there are some changes I would make in general. But I think the deck is really good. It's really powerful. It's like any of the other Kiki core decks. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. If you aren't subscribed, definitely please subscribe. We are going to start streaming every Tuesdays, give me the goal. Probably sometime around 7 or 8. It's going to kind of vary. But you can follow me at Busted Sleeves on Twitter, and I will tweet when I'm going live. You can follow MTG Deck Techs on Twitch and on Twitter and on Facebook, and we'll also notify when we have players going live. We're going to have different players going live most of the week. So, but again, yeah, definitely give us a subscribe, and thanks for joining.